Yadav, Shraddha Walker and Megha Dolvi. Similarity between these three cases? Well, these girls have been killed by the boyfriend and live-in partner. All these three women went through domestic violence and psychotic abuse. But why do women that are financially independent in fact choose to stay in toxic relationships? All these three girls were killed by their live-in partner and boyfriend in the most gruesome manner. After these cases came into light, many of our friends, family members had just one question. Why didn't she just leave? Or why stay in a toxic relationship? Or this wouldn't have happened if maybe Shraddha would have left Aftab before he murdered her, chopped her body into pieces and then stuffed her body parts into a refrigerator. Or maybe Nikki Yadav, who was just 22-year-old. Why didn't she just leave Sahil before he strangulated her with his charging cable? You know, there have been so many cases of domestic violence in relationships, marriages and even in live-in relationships. The blame somewhat shifts to the women. This could be me, you or maybe someone you know. Why do women, in fact those who are financially stable, choose to stay in a toxic relationship? In many cases, the abuse might not go as far as murder, but an abuse is an abuse. Now, many tend to think that women have the power. They can simply choose and refuse not to stay in a toxic relationship. But this is not always the case. In many cases, she might just stay because she loves her boyfriend and she may just want to make the relationship work and think that she could have changed him. She might be showered with so much of love right after the abuse that she thinks that, let's just make it work, and he might have just made a mistake. She might just stay because she has a fear for her life or maybe life of her children because he has threatened that he might do something wrong or he might just harm her. She might just stay because she believes that she has nowhere else to go. She has been in the cycle of toxic relationship for so long that she might think that this is somewhere normal. She may just stay with her boyfriend because everyone thinks that her abuser is a good guy and she feels ashamed and embarrassed to talk about the abuse to people. Many a times married women who have children choose to stay with their husbands because she is willing to sacrifice her own safety for the well-being of her children. She does not want their children to grow up in poverty or without a father. She may also stay because she has grown up in a family where she thinks that abuse is very normal and she does not understand the difference between healthy and unhealthy relationship. But now it's time to stop victim blaming. Instead of asking why didn't she just leave her boyfriend or her abusive partner, we should ask a different question. When we see all these headlines, we should be asking ourselves, why is he abusive, or how can we break this cycle of violence, or how can I support her to be safe? We'll keep bringing in more such news and updates to follow Jagran English.